the job.
Have you been to Aspen lately?
No.
It's crazy.
I'm going this summer.
It's just
I could just imagine.
Beverly Hills in the mountains.
Yeah, I could just imagine.
It's all these rich people, and it's really weird. It's not what it used to be.
No, I know.
Like you go watch those old documentaries when Hunter S. Thompson was there. Was he there when you were there? Did you ever see him? Yeah? At Woody Creek? Did you go to the Woody Creek Tavern?
I used to go to get weed, and the nachos were fucking delicious there.
Yeah, food's still great there.
Did you go?
Yeah.
Is it still open?
Yeah, it's still open. I ate there a couple years ago.
No shit.
Yeah, we went to Aspen for a ski trip, and I said, we got to go to Woody Creek Tavern. Got to go pay respects.
Doug, that was a place. Think about an 18-year-old kid. Just close your eyes for a minute.
There it is.
And I'm talking about, no!
Yep. Still open.
Oh, that changed a lot, Doug.
Did it?
Yeah.
What changed?
It looks like a place now.
Well, it's a lot of photos of people on the wall.
When I was going in there, it looked like fucking a barn.
Yeah?
83. I had a friend, Cato. Keith Korn was his name. And I told him, I go, listen, you got to deal with me. I love you to death. Don't knock my door unless you got the best weed in town. And when you do have the best weed in town, knock on my door. I don't care if it's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And he would come over and tell me, I got great weed. We got to go to Woody Creek Tavern. First time I went in there. Now, you want me to lie to you and tell you I knew who Hunter Thompson was? I didn't know who the fuck he was. First time I went in there, he was in there with Bill Murray.
Really?
And Don Johnson.
Wow.
All right. First time I went in there. The second time was Don Johnson. The first time it was Bill Murray. I got my weed. I got the nachos. I didn't say a word. I didn't need to take, there was no pictures then. And I just walked out. And then on the way, the guy was telling me who Hunter S. Thompson was. Then a year later, the first movie came out. The first that was played by Bill Murray played him. That was Where the Buffalo Roam.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. And then I went in there a second time and I saw Don Johnson. And that was fucking mind-blowing. He was hotter than shit on Miami Vice. And then I went in there another time and one of the Nitty Ditty Dirt Band were there with Hunter Thompson. It was a fucking party up there.
Wow.
And I was a kid. And they would tell you, if you go to the Aspen Airport, the bar, Clint Eastwood's there every night. Every fucking night. And I would not go up there. For some reason, I was just scared to meet Clint Eastwood.
And you're young.
And then Don Henley picked me up hitchhiking.
Really?
One time, I got in the car and he had that song, it was 83, 84, so he just put out Dirty Laundry. And he was big, the Boys of Summer.
Yeah.
I'm in the fucking, because Aspen used to have a hitching post. Okay, so when you finish your job at Aspen, you could just go to a hitching post and stand out there. If people went like this, that means they weren't going down valley. So if they did this to you, that means they were just going to like Snowmass or something like that.
Short trip.
And people would pick you up all the fucking time and just talk to you. What's going on? Where you from? Oh, I'm from there. Wow. And the first time it was Don Henley, and I still lived in Basalt. And then 4th of July, 83, I moved to Snowmass, and I was hitchhiking, and John Denver picked me up in a Jeep.
John Denver picked you up?
Fucking Denver, Joe.
Wow.
And I'm like, come on, this isn't, no. And he's like, if you're not doing anything, I'm doing the thing. He does a charity up there every fucking year or something. I didn't even know. I was just
He's saying, come to the show?
Yeah, like, come up. It's free or some shit. And I'm like,
wow.
I just moved to Snowmass. I don't know anybody. Then like a month later, I go to Conoco in Old Snowmass. There's Snowmass Village and there's Old Snowmass. And I went to Old Snowmass because the guy was from New York and he had hot dogs. And I remember going there and seeing Goldie Hawn with Kurt Russell, like nothing. Sandals on. The girl, Kate Hudson, was a baby.
Wow.
Maybe 2, 3, 4 with her brother, a little brother that was a little older than her maybe. I used to see them all the fucking time, man. Sidney Poitier used to come into the video store. I was shit. That's when I asked Robin Williams for an autograph. He told me no, and he had body odor. He stunk so fucking bad. He had been in the coke thing for like 4 fucking days.
Oh, no.
That was a magical, magical place for a kid at 18. It was just something different, man. And I did a movie with Adam Sandler, and Don Johnson was in the back, and I had to do a scene with him. And after every scene, we had to go into this closet, and I would talk to him. And I go, I still remember you when you got chased down Galena Street. And he goes, you remember that? When Miami Vice was hotter than shit, like 86, I was in Aspen. And one night we were at like Patty Bugatti's, and you see a bunch of people running down the street. It's a bunch of women chasing Don Johnson.
Wow.
He's fucking running with his bodyguard down the street of Aspen. Fucking crazy shit. I can't imagine what it's like now. It doesn't have that homey feeling.
No, it's a different thing.
On the way out of Aspen, when you made that turn out, before you hit that road, the 82, there used to be a fucking diner on the corner, and they were known for their crumb cake, and you could smell it. So all you smelt when you passed that was the crumb cake and the smell of the chicory, like the burning in people's fucking tremendous. Like I'd never smelled that before. Like all those things, it was just, I was like a kid in a candy store.
It had to be a culture shock too, right? Coming from New Jersey.
Shit. And
Going to Aspen.
I remember the first month I'd come home and yell at my roommates, what the fuck did you do to me? They're all faggots. They all say good morning and hello, and, you know, people pulling over. Do you need a ride? Get the fuck out of here. And then they're like, no, you can't act like that. These people really want to help you.
So what brought you to Aspen in the first place?
My brother, Jimmy Burkle, he got thrown out of the Air Force Academy, and he went back home to get his weights, to get his Olympic weights and speakers. We drove cross country. He said he was going to Aspen. I knew nothing about it.
So you said, fuck it, I'll go for a ride?
20 people were looking for me, so I had no choice.